Good morning, everyone. Ma'am Del. I call Ma'am Del always the beacon of inspiration. Sa amin po mga kaparian na naging kaibigan na ni Ma'am Del dahil doon sa St. Peter, we always go back of a one who is not a nun, who is not a priest, not a religious at all, but one of the recognized leaders among the covenanted groups. So, Ma'am Del, thank you very much for your inspiration. Of course, Sir Jonathan, Sir Jason, and all mga head ng management team of St. Peter's. And brothers and sisters, good morning. And I guess it's not too early na to say Merry Christmas dahil it's just a matter of how many days? 10, no? And for us, sa simbahan, we already lighted 3 of the Advent wreath in Tagalog. It's also called Corona in Tagalog, no? Corona ng Adviento. And Advent is basically a countdown for us. Kaya nga may every Sunday, 1 candle. And so it's a countdown. And I would like to revisit uli our understanding of Advent. Saan ba natin ito maihahalin tulad? I think the closest that I could think of is a waiting room. Because we all have experience of a waiting room. Dito lang siguro sa inyo ang walang maraming upuan sa paghihintay. Karamihan ng lobby ng offices na napuntahan ko ay ang dami ng upuan. Why? Para may mauupuan yung mga naghihintay. Dito, naasikaso ka agad. If I go to, for example, sa chapel ninyo dito sa Quezon Ave, madalas ako naimbitahan dyan for masses, of course. Agad? Pasok na kagad sa chapel, wala nang maraming uupuan doon because as soon as service is available, service will be provided. I think that's good dahil tayong mga Pilipino, isa daw tayo in Southeast Asia where our time, productive time, are often wasted in just waiting. I don't know, but maybe in our experience nga naman, may mga opisina talaga na paghihintayin ka. Emergency room na nga, maghihintay ka pa. Something like that. Hindi naman sa lahat ng ospital siguro, and offices, kukuha ka ng tag number, and then, you wait for your number to be called. Kaya may mga television doon, sabi ko, kung ang pagkainip lamang ng tao sa paghihintay will convert into a laser vision, matagal nang nasunog yung television kung saan andoon yung countdown ng number. Because can you imagine, if pagbuha mo ng tag number mo, and you are, for example, 60, and then makikita mo doon, 25 pa lang, naku, mahaba-habang hintayan. No? But at the same time, yung paghihintay na yon is a mix of naiinip but also of excitement. Naiinip because you are waiting, ang tagal pa, baka hindi na tayo abutin ito. But at the same time, the more it ticked on and then nababawasan yung number, ikaw ay papalapit doon sa number mo, then there is certain excitement as well. Huwag ka nang aalis, malapit na tayo. Huwag ka nang aalis dahil malapit na tayo. And somehow our experience of Advent is something like that. There is a waiting, but there is also an excitement the closer we get to the goal, to the day itself, and to Christmas. Isa na lang ang hindi nasisindihan. 3 are already lighted. And this waiting somehow gives us a time to reflect of a very important virtue that we often forget and siguro mas nababawasan na. And what is that virtue? Patience. Mas maliit na ang patience ng mga tao ngayon. Hindi na tayo masyadong makapaghintay. Doon sa amin sa may St. Jude, sa may Sampaloc, Nagtahan Bridge, there are 5 roads converging into one junction. And yung traffic light doon, in fact, practice area yun ng mga MMDA controller doon sila pinagpa-practice because there can only be one road that's open to go and all the four will wait. Can you imagine? 5? So medyo matagal-tagal. And so everybody naman will wait. Kasi mataan talaga ang traffic doon. Everybody will wait and will be looking for the traffic light when it turns green. So okay lang. Pag it turns green at hindi umusod, what do you get? Almost everybody, no? As if pag green, dapat tumatakbo na kaagad. But you know very well the reality of traffic. It does not go immediately. Just by mere physics, from slow, saka pa lang mag-aano, it will take you some seconds before it actually goes. You think for those few seconds, people would have the patience to wait? Wala. Action agad kailangan. Move agad. And how about the elevator experience, di ba? Elevator experience, pagpasok mo, you go to floor number 5, and yung bilis, bilis, bilis. Sabi nga nila, as if the more you press on it, the faster it would go. But of course we know, it's just machine. It will not go faster no matter how often or how frequent you press on the number. One of the slowest elevator I have seen, doon sa aming, isa sa building namin sa Christ the King, sa seminary, that's really very slow. When you press on it, it will light, but then walang action agad. And then slow motion, started closing, may tit, 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 may ganun pa yun. Sinasabayan ko nga yun ng kanta parang metronome, no? And so, sa kahihintay, it takes some time bago mag-close. And just before it's about to close, then guess what? Somebody would come, wait, hold, saka pipindutin, babalik na naman, slow motion. But you know, there's a reason why it's slow. Why? Because it is in the building where the old people are staying. And old people, hindi mo pwedeng madaliin. Yung merong cane, pwede bang sabihin, bilis-bilis ng konti? No. And so, in consideration for the old people who are slow, then the elevator are also adjusted to its slowest setting. Dahil kung hindi, mabubugbog yung matanda. Can you imagine, pag go-go pa lang, maglalakad pa lang siya ng ganon. Now you realize why the door of the elevator is slow. There is always a reason why sometimes we are asked to wait. And so, we need patience. No? Paghihintay, to be patient. Things does not always come the way we expect it. And that's just our second point. The reason why patience is scarce in our time is because of a missed expectation. You expect things in one way, and then it does not always come as you are expecting. Papunta rito, just to beat the traffic, early morning traffic, I would not drive o magpapadrive sa 4 wheels. I would call a hailing, yung mga motorsiklo. Yes, magtatawag ako ng motor. At kanina, 3 companies yung inorderan ko ng motor dahil wala din sumasagot. What can you expect every morning? And so finally, may isang motor, and when we arrived here, no, ewan ko bakit, imbis na full amount na lang, bakit may 151? Bakit may 1 pa? Gawin din mo na lang kaya gawing 150 o 160 o 155. Pero 151. 151, and guess what? Wala akong barya. No? So 150, I could give. But to find the 1 peso from my bag, wala akong makita. So, kuya, ito na lang, 200, baka may barya ka din dyan. Eh di wala rin siya. Sabi niya, maaga pa po, sir. No? But for that 1 peso, alam mo, imbis na akong mag-tip sa kanya, the good driver says, okay na lang po, sir. He does not even know that I'm a priest, ha? Because I was just wearing a regular black jacket na yun, pang drive ng ganun. So, okay na lang po, sir. 1 peso. Yung driver pa ang nagbigay sa akin ng 1 peso. Pinatawad niya na lang yung 1 peso. It's a small thing. 1 peso. When I went up here, guess what I found? Diyan. Ay, saan na ba? Ay, ito pala, yes. What I got there on the floor? 10 cents. 10 cents. May gumagamit pa ba sa inyo ng 10 cents? No? But this is a legal tender ng ating currency, ng Philippine currency. And it's just on the floor. Who would pick up 10 cents from the floor? But I think the Lord is sending me a message today. No? For Christmas, you're expecting, wala kaming Christmas bonus. Wala kaming Christmas bonus sa simbahan. No? Pero marami namang magpapapasko dyan. We're expecting all those things for Christmas. Big things. But sometimes, it's the smallest that matters. The smallest that matters. Patience and also, adjusting a bit our expectation. Para naman, when you have your expectation and your openness to different things that the Lord will grant you, then it will be much more meaningful. I hope for Christmas, you will find that also, we learn that virtue. Christmas is a time of light for us. It's the most beautiful. It's when it is the darkest of night. Kailan tayo namamasyal para panuurin ang mga ilaw ng Christmas? Tanghali? No. Sa gabi. That's when you see the glory of the Christmas lights and the big paroles and the big Christmas trees that have been put up. Ayala Avenue, Araneta, Manila Cathedral, BGC. Kung saan favorite, we used to do that. We used to do that before. When we have our mother with us, pag Christmas time, we would joyride lang. Titingnan lang namin kung alin ang pinakamaganda. And so, and then we would compare kung alin ang mas pinaka-brightest, most colorful, most creative Christmas light on Christmas. And so, going around. One particular trip, my mother was seated by the window of the car, no, para mas makita niya. No? We noticed, we're all excited about the light, pero medyo subdued si mother. No? So, we try to coach her and said, Ma, hindi mo ba nakikita? Ang ganda, oh. Kita mo something like that. He does not seem to be too excited. And when we asked her, alin ang mas pinakagusto mo, alin ang mas pinakamaganda para sa'yo, sabi niya, pasensya na, malabo na yung paningin ko. See? And then we realize, we take it for granted that we enjoy the beauty, the bright, the colors of Christmas, but not all can enjoy it. Well, not only because dim yung kanilang paningin, but sometimes the darkness of their life are very difficult to brighten up. And that darkness is not only because there is a lack of light, but it could also be because the lack of life. When dumadaan sa most difficult situation, then it's difficult to have a bright Christmas. I hope that in 10 days when we celebrate Christmas, we would also be aware of those people who might not have the brightest Christmas as we have. That we will be bringers of that light to others. Tayo ang makapagdadala ng pag-asa. I know, I'm aware that you're the expert in death services, and death is not the brightest of experience, no, of life. Pero in your own small way, in our own small, and my own experience din sa mga St. Peter chapels, you do your best to help the people who are undergoing through the darkest time in their life. When they are sad, when they feel dejected and disappointed with life, you, in your own way, bring that light to them. And for that, bago magtapos ang taon, as ako na rin ang magpapasalamat, because once in our own experience, the family, St. Peter was there to serve us also. Sa amin, sa Christ the King, lahat ng pari namin who transitioned from this life to eternal life, St. Peter was the one who facilitated, so to say, that transition. And so for that, I thank you already in behalf of the people that you have served. Maybe sabi ko nga, not directly because you're not there in the chapel, but in your own small way. Maybe you're just in your desk, but whatever you're doing there, you're bringing light to a lot of people. And so for that, I already thank you. And may we continue to bring that light of Christmas, that hope of Christmas, that waiting and that patience about life in your own small way. I already thank you. May it continue, and may it not stop in 2025, but onwards to so many other years of services. To all of you, from all of us, your friends among the priests, we greet you already. Merry, Merry Christmas. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much.
God is good all the time. Thank you for joining us today. View our past broadcasts on our Facebook page, St. Peter Community, and subscribe our YouTube channel. Like, share, and hit the bell.